What's up, everybody? Volcanix here again, and we are going to be doing a combo video. So this one is for the live twins once again. We are just going to go ahead and see what we can do with a couple test hands, kind of see how things turn out. Maybe show a couple of the lines, maybe show a couple of small world targets. So we will just go ahead and cut right up and get right into it. So going first, if we open this. So we did get a duplicate. This one, it makes the second copy of it dead, but it is fine because you can use it the next turn as follow-up, and it actually sticks on the field. So if you top deck into droplets, it's a free send, and also the burn damage does stack. So right now, you would need to try to Sunny Snitch to search into a starter. The only thing you have right now is cross out as defense. So you are susceptible to hand traps right now, but just the one. So let's say they hit you with an Ash Blossom. You go ahead and cross out. Let's say you just banish the Ash from your deck. And you continue to resolve, searching your Lila. Best starter. Okay, at this point you have a banished Ash, you have this engrave, normal summon your Lila, getting into your Frost, your extender. Hey, look, really convenient. From there, you're just gonna go full combo. Gonna link to. If you're going first, you want to link it to red first. You want to link it to the Kisa kill. If you're going second, you want to link it to the Lila usually to get that pop. But we're going first, so we'll link into Kisa kill. Kisa kill's effect is going to revive a Lila. Let me try to scoot this down a little bit, maybe. Cards in hand over here. Scoot this down. You guys can see that a little better. Ooh. Put him over here. How about that? That sounds better. Okay. So at this point, we have these cards in hand. You're going to use these two to link into a Lila. Lila's going to activate her effect to summon back a Kisa kill from the grave. And at this point, you would make sure your opponent cuts, and you get the draw effect off of summoning Kisa kill while controlling the Lila. Perfect. Now we get to play the minigame. Small World. We're going to activate Small World. We are going to reveal our only monster, which is going to be this Ghost Bell. So, we can only have one thing in common. And when in doubt, go through Droll. I've noticed that works better. We're going to go straight to Droll and into Parallel Exceed. Let's make sure that this all works. So, Wind versus Earth, we're good. 3 versus 1, we're good. Zombie Spellcaster, we're good. 0 to 1800, we are good. And the only thing in common is the 0 attack, so Ghost Bell is banished. Then we got Parallel Exceed and Droll. We got Wind, the only thing in common. 1-8, Spellcaster Cyberse, 0 2000, 0 2000. Into Parallel Exceed. You always want to resolve that before you get your final summon off. Important thing to note is you are locked into Fiends only, which is why it's hard to tech things in if you want to have it part of your regular combo. But you will go ahead and link into your link for Trouble Sunny now. Then because you link summon, you go into your Parallel Exceed. Let me get this off the field and out of the way. Parallel Exceed is going to resolve, getting you a second copy and making both of them a level 4 so that you can overlay into a rank 4. So now you have established that every monster effect they activate is stopped. You have an infinite impermanence set face down, and you have a quick effect to draw and to pop during your opponent's turn. So let's go ahead. Shuffle cut. Oh, let me put these. We're going to go shuffle cut and see what we can do. One card in hand. Let's say we go into our opponent's turn. We're just going to play this through a little bit. Opponent's turn. We can imperm. anything they do. Then we'll activate the Trouble Sunny, reviving both of these back, popping one monster on the field, drawing into one card, and what do you know? It's the big rock. So if they do manage to break the board and go 5 summons, you can then Nibiru, and you can just, as long as you have anybody on board, which you will once revolving this, you are golden. Good position to win. We'll do another one real quick. I think I'm going to go for a nice even number 3. I think it's a reliable number for test hands. Try to make it a little bit more quick next time with less explanations. But that's pretty much the gist of the deck. So if they don't break your board on that last one I did, then you would just go into the Boral Sword combo. You normal summon any monster. Make that Link 3. Make the Boral Sword with your Link 2s, as well as the third body on board that you just normal summon. And attack, change Bagooska back to defense, 8100 attack for lethal. Here we go. This time we have no protection from hand traps. So let's act like we're going through it again. This time we're going to have to go through extensions. We're going to normal summon Kisako. And if they hit the Ash or the Veiler or anything here, that's fine. You are going to Sunny Snitch and search out the extender, the Dark Extender. So we're going to go into Lila Treat here. Into the hand. Now, because we have a Keyscale on board, we can special Lila Treat from the hand. We can link to into Kisako. Kisako will revive Lila. Link to once again into Lila this time. And Lila is going to revive a Kisako. Shuffle up and draw by summoning Kisako while controlling a Lila. And our draw is Forbidden Droplets. That's a pretty good card, believe it or not, you guys. Okay, so at this point, we don't have Small World. So we're going to go ahead and link 4 into Trouble Sunny, followed by the resolution of Parallel Exceed into Parallel Exceed into, you guessed it, Mr. Good Old Bagooska. I'll actually show the way to get the Boral Sword combo off right now. Then you're gonna set a card. So right here, you have a lot going for you now. You have a quick effect tribute pop draw. You have negating all their monsters. You have burn damage every time they summon that also heals you. You have a ghost bell in hand, and you have a droplets with 1, 2, 3, and probably 4 targets if you really need to that you can send to the grave to negate. So if we were playing through our opponent's turn, hypothetically, let's just say they really can't get through Bagooska, or if they, well, even if they open up with like an Imperm or something, if they get rid of Bagooska and they start building a board, I don't think it's too much to say that Ghost Bell is kind of niche. It's really only a crossout target in this deck. I don't think it's really comes up in today's meta. So let's say you droplets, sending these 2, negating 2 monsters on their board. Cool. Now, during their turn, you're going to activate your Trouble Sunny, reviving your Kisako and Lila. Then you can target and pop. So now you've had 2 negations and a pop, as well as drawing into a card. And I hope that's enough to end their turn. Most people can't play through that. If they do, they might deserve the win at that point. But then going into your turn, you draw again. You draw into an Ash. To go to the combo for Boral Sword, you're going to link 4 once again into Trouble Sunny. Important thing to note, the Fiend lock, the Fiend type lock from the extra deck, is only if you use Kisako or Lila's effect to revive from grave, which we are not using. We are going to be using Trouble Sunny's effect. So, at this point, you're actually going to banish this Trouble Sunny from the grave. Put it there, we can see it. You're going to banish it from the grave to send the Evil Twins Kisako Lila, the big one, directly from the deck to the grave. And when you send that, you're going to be able to send a card on the field to the grave non-targeting. So there's more you're breaking through on their board. Then you're going to tribute this second copy of Trouble Sunny to revive the Kisako and Lila once again. You can resolve their effects because this is in your turn. The other one was during the end phase. You're going to draw one, even better. You're going to pop one. So now we have had 2 interruptions on their turn. One was a double negate, followed by a pop, as well as the floodgate, which I didn't detach from during standby. Not a big deal. And now we had 1 pop during your end phase, 1 pop right now, as well as non-target sent to grave. You're sitting on an Ash, and you're sitting on a Veiler. So, now you're going to normal summon anything. Let's say it's Kisako. You're going to link 3. Now, like I said, this Kisako can be any other body. It can be Veiler, it can be Ash, it doesn't matter. You're going to link these into Boral Sword, turning your Baguska into attack position. Proceed to battle phase. They probably don't have anything on board at this point, if we're being honest. Attack for Boral Sword with 3k, attack for 21 with Baguska, and then you activate Boral Sword, turning Baguska back to defense, renegating all monsters that are in a defense position, and attacking for 3,000 once again. That is 8,100 damage per game. And if they stop that, they're also going to have to get through a 1-card combo your next turn, an Ash Blossom, and a Veiler. Okay. And we just have one more test hand. We're going to see what number 3 turns out for us. See if the consistency can keep up. Like I said in the deck profile, it's been pretty consistent so far. The small world really helps to get to your win cons. We have 4, followed by 5, and we open up. Ooh, look at this. This is crazy. So this is actually something that you'll see pretty often. Hopefully we can find a way to get rid of the second Parallax Seed, but we'll see. Normal summon Kisako. If they ash you here, no big deal, it's fine. If they Veiler, it's fine. If they Imperm, it's fine. You can extend into your Lila, special summoning because you control the counterpart, followed by linking into Kisako, reviving your Lila, then linking the 2 away into a Lila, who will then revive Kisako. It is basically very straightforward. Kisako effect is going to draw you 1 card, which is another 1-card combo next turn if this is ended. We can't get rid of the second X Seed, and we don't have any more searches, so we're going to link 4 into Trouble Sunny, and then activate X Seed, getting our next X Seed from the deck. I wonder what we're going to Xyz summon. And of course, you guys guessed it. It is good old Baguska, number 41 himself. At this point, we are sitting on a Scythe. So we're going to go ahead and set the Scythe. At this point, we don't have any hand traps really to defend ourselves, which is not too common for this deck. But Scythe, I would argue, is a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh card. Wonder why it was printed. During your opponent's turn, you have the negation. You can tribute out in the Trouble Sunny. What is awesome is that sometimes they'll sit, if they know what you're doing, they'll sit on an Imperm so they can use it at the beginning of their turn, just so they can get Baguska negated. So right now, let's say the Imperm Baguska, its effects are negated. You're just going to tribute Trouble Sunny to revive the separate twins. You're going to chain block this. So you're going to go ahead and activate it to target and pop this. Activate that to draw. Could be negated, could not be negated. Lila's going to resolve, popping your Scythe. Scythe is going to revive. Now they have no extra deck, and you're set up for your Boral Sword play next turn. So, they end their turn. They probably can't do anything unless you're playing against Flaunderies, in which case, go to the next game. Draw for turn, Nibiru. That is crazy. So, if you were going to play conservative, you could go through the Nibiru play. If you're going to go for the OTK, you can go into Boral Sword. We already went over Boral Sword, so hypothetically, if we were going to go full combo and just play control, play it safe, we're going to go into the Trouble Sunny. Again, this is turn to defense. I have to detach because it was negated last turn. This is a really strong position too. I like the Nibiru interaction, especially. So, let's say we go into our next opponent's turn, you do your thing, you go to battle phase, 33, tag out, revive, get the draw again off the effect, get the pop, attack for 22, and go into your final copy of Trouble Sunny. you do run out of Trouble Sunnies pretty quick sometimes. As well as you are able to banish this Trouble Sunny to mill for cost. Your Evil Twin keys to kill Lila. And then during your opponent's turn, if they have a follow-up play strong enough to actually break your board now, I mean, good luck. Because right now you're sitting on one card combo, a little bit of an extender. It's just an extra body on board for Boral Sword plays. And if they get to 5 summons, the interaction here is actually to activate your Trouble Sunny first, because it tributes for cost, followed by the Nibiru on their 5th summon, or after, whenever you want to hit their choke point. Tributing everything on the board, you get the token, you get the Nibiru, they get the token, and then Trouble Sunny resolves in that order. So don't let them mess you up on this ruling. People have tried to get me on it. So because your Trouble Sunny resolves afterwards, you are then able to revive, resolving the effect to pop the token, as well as drawing another card. And would you look at that? Power of this deck is really just... It depends on a good pilot, but it's a lot of common sense plays, I feel like. You'll get the cards in your hand, and it'll be second nature after knowing this deck for a couple duels. I think it only took me maybe an hour and a half to get a hang of. And once you do get a little bit of experience with this deck, it really is, like I said, second nature. You can do this on autopilot. The biggest thing that I could recommend is always try to remember to activate the effect of Keyskill Frost in your grave to draw a card. That is your light extender. It does have the graveyard effect. If your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand while you control an Evil Twin, you can draw 1 card. I always forget to proc this effect. It could be a 2 of in the deck if I was smart enough to remember, but I really can't, and I ended up having to put a Starlight in my deck for the tournament that I won, just so I could remember to activate the shiny cardboard in my grave. But anyways, that's 3 test hands, took about 5 minutes a pop. Hope you guys are able to take this and, edit it, do it, get it up to whatever power level you think is good. I really think this is the best way to play the deck, and I hope if you guys choose to play it this way, you have wonderful success. If you have any changes that end up working good for you, just let us know. We'd love to hear them. I'd love to see where we can take this deck as a unit. And that's going to be it. Volcanix out.